any quadrilateral in which two sides are parallel, two opposite sides are parallel. In this case, you see that these two sides, AB and DC, are parallel to each other. Such a figure is called a trapezium. The other two sides, that is your this side and your this side, AD and BC, these two sides, they are called the non-parallel sides. Okay. So if I take the length of the parallel sides to be A and B, that is, if I take the length of AB here as A, this length, small a, and if I take the length of DC here as B, here, this length is B, then the sum of the parallel sides here must be A plus B. What is the sum of the parallel sides? Sum of the parallel sides is equal to AB plus DC. AB here is A and DC here is B. So A plus B is the sum of parallel sides. And the formula for area of trapezium, as I told you, was half into sum of the length of the parallel sides into the height. And what is the height? This part is called the height. Sometimes it is also called as the distance between the parallel lines. Distance between two parallel lines. When I say distance, means perpendicular distance. Okay, so if you see that this line here represents the distance between these two parallel lines. Okay, or even this line represents the distance between the parallel lines. It is also called as the height of the trapezium. Okay, so if I take the height of the trapezium as h, so therefore I, in terms of capital A, B, C, and D, I can write that the sum of the parallel, I can write the formula in this manner, the sum, where the sum of the parallel sides is AB plus DC into dm, where dm is the height, or you can also write uh, cn, not dn here, cn. If you see in the figure, either you can write dm, this length, or you can write cn also. Okay, either of the two, both are distance between the parallel lines, or both can be treated as the height of the trapezium. And therefore, in terms of a, b, and h, small b, and small h, you can write this as I've taken the length of AB as small a. So this is your small a. I've taken the length of DC as small b. This is your small b. And I have taken the distance between the parallel lines or the height of the trapezium as h. So in terms of small a, small b, and h, you can write it as half a plus b into h. So this formula you have to remember. The best way is to remember this formula, half into sum of the length of the parallel sides into the height. Okay. So this completes your trapezium. Now we come to rhombus. Uh, on perimeter of trapezium, obviously, let me just mention perimeter of trapezium. Perimeter of trapezium. ABCD. This is the short form of writing trapezium. You write TRAP. Perimeter of trapezium ABCD. What should be the perimeter of this trapezium? The length of the side AB. So you write, you have AB. You know that the perimeter is the sum of the length of the boundaries, right? So AB is one boundary. This is another boundary, BC. Plus DC is another boundary. Plus, and finally you have AD
Good
as
morning,
another
sir.
boundary. Good morning. AD as
Good
another
morning, sir.
boundary. Okay, so these two, this is the perimeter of the trapezium. You add the lengths of these four sides, you will get the perimeter of the trapezium. Next, we move on to the next figure, which is your rhombus, area and perimeter of a rhombus. Rhombus. Now, what is the definition of rhombus? As you know, rhombus is a special kind of a parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. Now, if you see the last problem that I worked out here, this was a rhombus ABCD, but I have used this formula base into height in order to calculate this area. Why have I used this formula? Because I know that rhombus is a special kind of a parallelogram. If I know the base and if I know the height, I can use the parallelogram formula also to calculate the area of a rhombus, provided I must know the base and the height. But in most cases, 99% of the cases, if the problem that you will come across, you will not know the base and height of a rhombus. What you will know is the length of the diagonals. Let us draw a rhombus. This is a rhombus ABCD. All four sides are equal. Okay. And we draw the diagonals also of this. And another diagonal. Okay. And we know that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So we give a perpendicular sign here. Okay. So
Good morning, sir.
good morning. And here, if I take the length of one diagonal AC as D1, and if I take the length of another diagonal BD as D2, then the area of a rhombus, the formula here is half of product of the length of diagonals, product of the length of diagonals. Okay. In terms of capital A, capital B, how do you write? What is the product of the length of the diagonals? What is the length of diagonal? Um, this diagonal here, the length of this diagonal is AC. We'll write AC into what is the length of the other diagonal? This length BD. We'll write BD. Okay, and which is half of. If you see AC, I have taken as D1 and BD I have taken as D2. So I can write as half of D1 into D2, which you can also write as half D1 D2, or you can also write as D1 D2 by 2. Okay. The best way to remember the formula of rhombus is this in this manner. Half into length of the product of the diagonals. Okay, now we come to the perimeter. Perimeter of a rhombus. You know that the perimeter is nothing but the sum of the length of the boundaries. If you see here, what is the first boundary here? AB. So we'll write AB. The next boundary here is BC. So we'll write BC. The next boundary here is DC. This one. We'll write DC. And finally, you have AD. This one. You have AD. But the problem is not the problem. In fact, the simple way is that all these lengths are equal, right? All these four lengths are equal. So instead, what you can do is you can write AB, and since BC, DC, and AD are all equal to AB, so you can replace BC by AB. You can replace DC also by AB, and you can replace AD also by AB, because all of these lengths are equal. Therefore, which is equal to 4 times AB. Okay, it is just like the formula of a square, except that if you know one length here, any one length, if you know, you can find out the perimeter. Like say if you know BC as 5 centimeter, then what should be the perimeter? The perimeter should be 4 into 5. Because you know if this is 5 centimeter, this will also be 5 centimeter, this will also be 5 centimeter, this will also be 5 centimeter. So you add up 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or you can simply multiply 4 with 5 to get 20 centimeter. Okay. So that is the area and perimeter of a rhombus. Let us now move on to the exercise here that we have. Now, in the last class, I had already worked out problem number 8 for you. Okay, today I am going to work out uh, today I'm going to work out 9.1 as an example for area of a rhombus. Okay, and for area of a trapezium also. So number 9.1. Fine, let me just erase this. Number 9.1. If you see this problem, it states find the area of a rhombus whose diagonals are 16 centimeter and 24 centimeters. Let's draw a rhombus. Say this is our rhombus ABCD. The diagonals are AC here and BD here. So given to you is length of AC. How much is AC given? Say 16 centimeters. Okay, you can take AC as 24 also. BD as 24 centimeter. So if you take AC as 24, you can take BD as 16. Okay, you can also take this as 24 centimeter. If you take this as 24 centimeter, you can take this as 16 centimeter. So you need to find out the area of this rhombus. So you know the length of the diagonal, so it is very easy. Hence, area of rhombus ABCD is equal to half product of length of diagonals. You know that the diagonals are AC and BD, so half of AC into BD, which is equal to, you know the length of AC as 16 and you know length of BD as 24. That's it. So cancel this. Say 12 and 16 into 12 is 192 centimeter square. Okay. So that is how you find out the area of a rhombus. Let us now see a problem from trapezium. How to apply the formula for trapezium. For this, I'll solve number 12. If we read question number 12, here it states find the area of a trapezium whose parallel sides are 23.7 centimeters and 16.3 centimeters and the distance between them is 11.4. So let us draw a trapezium and then we can work out the area. So this is your trapezium. Let us call this trapezium ABCD. Now let us see what all are given. Find the area of a trapezium whose parallel sides are 23.7 and 16.3. So the length of the longer parallel side. So these two I have taken as the parallel sides. The length of the longer parallel side is 23.7. That means this side is 23.7 centimeters. And 16.3. That means the other parallel side is 16.3 centimeters. So this side is 16.3 centimeters. And the distance between them is 11.4. And this distance between them is 11.4 centimeters. Okay. So that is what this trapezium will look like. Now, therefore, hence given here is length of AB, which is 23.7, the length of DC, which is 16.3, and also let us call this N. So let's call this DN is equal to 11.4 centimeters. So area of a trapezium is equal to half sum of the length of parallel sides into height. And what are the parallel sides here? The parallel sides here are AB and DC. So sum of the length of the parallel side will be AB plus DC. AB plus DC. Okay, so these two, sum of the lengths of these two sides. This side and here this side. Because these two are your parallel sides of the trapezium. Okay. Into height. Height of the trapezium is 11.4. Let's not write 11.4 first. Let's write dn first. Here, distance between the parallel sides or the height of the trapezium here is 11.4 given, which is dn. Now in the next step, we are going to write the lengths. So half the length of AB is given to you as 23.7. The length of DC is given to you as 16.3. And the length of DN is given to you as 11.4. Let us cancel this. This will cancel to 5 to 7, 5 by 5.7. So this becomes I think 40. 23.7 plus 16.3 is 40 into 5.7. Now since 40 has a 0, so what I'll do is I'll write this as 4 into 10 into 5.7. Now what I'll do is I'll multiply these two, 10 into 5.7. Because if I multiply 10 with 5.7, one decimal is going to shift. So this is 4 into 57. And therefore this becomes 57 into 4, which is 228 centimeter square. And that's your answer. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.